Welcome to Laptop Radio. Today's topic is going to be NFT Year in Review 2021. And I have with me Raymond Tien, who is with NFT Go. Hello, Raymond.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, this is Raymond. I'm the marketing director of NFTO and glad to be here with dear Michelle to share some of the interesting ideas, a review of the year 2021 for the NFT industry.
Awesome. And Raymond, when do you first discover cryptocurrency?
Oh, that could be an interesting story because the first time I heard Bitcoin is actually year 2010 because I was still very young. It was actually with my classmates and we were discussing, we have this kind of programming or coding class that he suddenly mentioned this idea like, Raymond, have you heard of the Bitcoin? I was totally confused, but the conversation lasted only for 10 minutes, but I still remember that. When I actually get in touch with the crypto and the blockchain, it was in year 2017. And I've been through the bull market for sure, and a very short one. I was working in the biggest blockchain media company and platform in Asia, which allowed me to absorb a lot of informations and to grow rapidly. It's kind of interesting and memorable to look back all these years. And I have a lot of interesting stories to share for sure. Like, thanks.
Awesome. First of all, I just wanted to disclaim that we are not giving investment advice. And this is about
Yeah, for sure.
which stands for non-fungible token. And we encourage you to do your own research. NFT Go is an NFT analytics platform, one of the platforms that I advise. And I thought this is going to be our first NFT year in review for 2021. NFT became really hot this year. What do you think happened?
I think from my side, when I first heard of the non-fungible tokens, it was almost 3 years ago when the D apps. And that actually is also part of the GameFi when it started. But when it really get popular, it was this year, in the middle of this year, when the CryptoPunks and a large group of the traditional brands, when they enter the industry, that attracts a lot of attentions, which makes the NFT industry still booming now.
Who is Beeple? Everyone's talking about him.
Oh, people, oh, yes, that's the Constitution DAO. That's a very interesting idea. It's not strongly related to the NFT industry, but it's a social experiment that even it failed, but it's a very great and brave move. It's definitely one of the most memorable events of this year.
Yeah, someone basically formed a DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, to pull together money to buy the copy of the Constitution. But someone outbid the DAO. How about NFT sellings for 69 million? That happened this year as well.
Yes, that's actually brought the NFTs to the mainstream. I'm sure maybe most of you have heard the story. He started to create digital artwork every day since 2007. For the last 13 years, he generated almost 5,000 pieces of works and he put them together to make it a whole one. And this digital art was issued on the Ethereum blockchain and was bid for $69 million. I see this starts NFT industry. I don't see it.
I remember in February when my friends were doing pizza DAO. So they were creating pizza NFTs, and then someone did tulips NFTs. And then Bored Apes came along, and Bored Apes became very popular. They were just recently sold to Adidas for $1 billion. I'm at NFT Go right now, and Bored Apes is number 2.
Yeah, number 2 or number 3.
Yeah, number 2 or number 3 on the collection list. Why do you think people love Bored Ape Yacht Club? The value is 6.2 million based on the 24 hours.
My personal view for the people's appetite or something there, because different people have different personalities and they have different hobbies. You can say every single person is an artist, but we have different views to the artist world. Maybe some of them just some bunch of rich guy, they think this interesting. And some of the features of the Bored Ape, it just suits them. And also some of them maybe take this from a perspective of an artist. Oh, it's really well designed. And I'm sure that's just a small part of them. But still, you can't just analyze what people thinking. But from the NFT Go data, we have the most comprehensive features for people like you and me. Because personally, I'm not every degen NFT player. You can say that. I have to admit this. But it is the best tool on the market for this kind of people like me. You are trying to enter the NFT world, to looking for these information, trying to understand it, and trying to get into to become a degen. I think NFT is your best choice.
What is a degen?
You really dig into something like a project or an industry in crypto or in NFT. It's not like an OG, but the same similar idea.
Yeah, the number one collection is CryptoPunks. Why do you think CryptoPunks is so popular? They came out a while ago, a couple of years ago, but today they're the number one in terms of market cap.
Yeah, and for sure, because an interesting story is that CryptoPunks originally is given for free. It's a free giveaway of 2 or 3 years ago. I don't think the founders of the creator of the CryptoPunks back in that time, he realized this can be the biggest, the largest NFTs on the market. But I think the people who bought it and to found its value, they thought that, it's my personal view, but I think it's the first piece or something. The meaning of it is just like maybe the first block in blockchain. It's just like the Genesis block for blockchain. Yeah.
Yeah, they have prominence because they've been there. They're the OG of NFTs, kind of.
Yes.
So because of that, their value is higher now. And so is CryptoKitties. Why is Mutant Ape Yacht Club and Bored Ape Yacht Club? They're 3 and 4 on the list. Why so similar? Why are they both apes? I just feel like people love apes, dogs, and cats. Like Shiba.
Yeah.
And then cats, and there's neon cats. There's just a whole bunch of cats. I think one project I really like is Loot. I thought Loots are pretty awesome.
Yeah, Loot is pretty awesome because it represents another form of the NFTs. Also, it has its real use case. It's as the basic or the fundamental part of other projects. That's what it's so attractive. It's another thing. It's opened another era or age of the NFTs. But recently, we don't see that much this kind of projects coming out. But I'm looking forward to see more of them coming, and we can actually use them.
I'm gonna make one.
Cool. Yeah, I will buy for it. No financial advice, but yeah, for sure.
The other one I really like is Doodles. I thought those are really cute.
Yeah, I think Doodles like also represent the traditional artists and really cool because most of the teenagers or even the kids, and because the style it suits different ages of people and it's really cute. Yeah. It represents a famous IP, just one of the famous IP, because the mainstream people loves it when he decided to enter this to the NFT world, and naturally it became popular and famous.
And then I like Hash Mask. I think those are pretty original as well. I guess there's just a number of masks in different format. Those are pretty prominent on OpenSea. And then there's a bunch of woman NFTs that are really hot this year. There's War Woman, and then there's the long neck woman, which is created by someone who is really young. I think she generated over 4 million because of the long neck woman. War Woman as well. There's also other woman project. And it was kind of cool to actually see women represented in the NFT space.
Yes.
Seeing men supporting that. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and also just last week or several days ago, there's a female collection coming out, and actually it's and it attract a lot of attentions, and it's actually a really cool thing.
Yes, it was so funny because someone was talking about the housewives. I thought that one was kind of funny, but it's supposed to be bad for women, but I thought it was just kind of silly and kind of funny. What other NFT projects do you like?
Personally, I like a lot of things for NFTs. It could be music related and it could be a sport related. And also for the style is more fancy or scientific things. And also for the cats and dogs, because I'm kind of like a cat and dog person. Yeah, I bought some cat related NFTs. And,
those are desperate ape wives. Yes, that's number 53. The Shibroshis are actually pretty cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cool and cute. Yes. I didn't monetize this kind of projects a lot because we are busy building to optimize the project and help the users to. Because we hope from the perspective of the NFT level, we want to help people to find the one-stop solution on our platform. To go to deep, you have to go to Nansen, and for rarity tools, you just go for rarity. But we can provide all of this. And we even have this the boss alerts for the communities, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I kind of like the drops. But tell me about
Indeed.
Blade Runner punks. Punk seems to be really popular, and there's different versions of punks, and all the different versions of punks are still pretty popular, whether it is the Blade Runner or all the crypto punks. There's crypto dragons as well. Those are pretty cute.
Yeah, but generally NFTs, we still have a lot of bubble. It's like in the early stage of another early stage. So, and I won't judge and criticize different projects or different NFTs. I'm sure we have different group of people like it or not because it's art related. It's also the beauty of the industry. We accept all different opinions, whether you like it or not.
Awesome. And I see that the market cap from November 27 to December 27 is 10.39 billion, which is amazing. And there's whale tracking. Whales are basically people who spend money buying NFTs. And they usually spend millions, thousands of dollars on it. And then one of the other projects is called art blocks that are pretty popular. In terms of year in review, I've seen the website grown to include whales tool, rarity tools. Let's talk about rarity. You just really do all the different projects. What are one of the rarity that you like the most?
Yep, and as you said, the whale tracking is one of the most important features, and also the rarity tools. We just launched it more than a month ago, which is amazing. The model we designed for this is more scientific than most of the other platforms. You know, the projects before the mints or after they just launched the mints, like the rarity graph and will generate slowly, maybe in 1 or 2 hours. And that's what most users, they want to look at because based on that, they can see which is more rare. Normally, they're 10% of the rare NFTs, and what the rare tools offers the best ways for the traders and also for the collectors.
And I just wanted to mention for my audience who is new to NFT, rarity in a NFT just means that if someone creates 1,000 art pieces or even 10,000 art pieces, what are some of the traits within that art piece that is weird or special? You'll see it in Bored Apes. Hoodie might be a rare trait. And if they are rare, if they don't show up in a lot of the JPEGs, then their value increases. The rarity tools basically on NFT Go tracks that so that you know when you're buying which piece has traits that are rare, which means that they'll be worth more in the future. That's what that means.
Yep, exactly. For example, 1,000 NFTs, probably just 10 of them, have these important features, and using our tools, you can directly find them in the fastest way.
I did a nonprofit and I did some Cyber Mermaid with 1,000 Cyber Mermaid. And the weird features are tattoo hearts, fins, fins for the mermaids, and skirts. And those are just example. Everything like the sea backgrounds, sequins, those are all normal. With a lot of the weird traits, potentially they could be worth something more one day, or people would like to purchase them. It's a lot more special than normal traits that every mermaid has. That's basically an example of what rarities mean in the NFT space, just in case if you're wondering why we're talking about it. Yes, people do have meetings on Clubhouse and talk about different attributes in an image. And we've done that many times. I don't know if you think that we're wasting our time or
it's actually an interesting discussion because somehow some people for different projects, I also think, maybe the simple is the best. For some projects with NFT, I even like the simple ones than the rare ones. So it depends on people. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. And Raymond, what is one thing that you're excited about the NFT space that is memorable to share for you?
I think there are several things. Maybe the first is, of course, is the auction of the people, and it actually brings the NFT industry to a new era. And also some celebrities keep entering the markets, issue their own NFTs like Stephen Curry and a lot of famous singers, entrepreneurs, and the big brands like Gucci and Pepsi, these traditional giant IPs are entering the world. But I'm still thinking in the NFT industry, we need more creation or innovations like loots and to actually transform the industry to generate maybe more new use cases. And more importantly, I would say in the near future, I think the most important thing for us and also for the mainstream is the education. We need to debubble, and still, it's the same for the crypto world, but we need to educate people to clearly realize what behind NFTs, because probably most of my friends, they're trying to ask, what is NFT? They're still asking these questions every day, like, how can I buy it? They are still thinking that this is just something you can make money.
Yeah.
But once they realize the technology and the potential behind it,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it will be amazing.
Amazing. What is your prediction for 2022?
Yeah, for year 2021, the market is good. We can call it a whole bull market year, but actually as a Chinese, and it's also the year of the ox in Chinese Ziotic. It's kind of interesting. But for year 22, different fields, like for blockchain, the layer 2, and the development, I hope they are getting more mature, and also like the general ideas and the like metaverse and GameFi, where I hope to see more giant companies, the real traditional gaming companies to enter. And for NFTs, I think it's still, we need to see more giant IP to completely transform. I'll be excited to see more artists, the big traditional artists, to fully into this industry and to bring more people to truly understand what was the meaning behind it. And I also want to fix the gap, to build a bridge between different countries and different worlds, and to change the situation that people still have the stereotype for certain projects. For sure, we won't see the Web 3.0 is coming that soon, but in the next 2 or 3 years, even 5 years, we are building the foundation, or you can say the base of the building, or we are trying to put the puzzle together. But more importantly is how to put them together to make it complete and functional. That might take more efforts.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know what is blockchain, what is NFT, I would say you can just take it as a tool, just as artificial intelligence and machine learning and big data, but it's much, much powerful than others. And the form of the human society is being reshaped in this decade. And this decade might be the most important period of this century of even human beings. I'm super excited and glad to be part of it, and hope you can join us. And also for the people who don't understand NFT or still hesitate, you're still in the crypto space, but you don't know how to enter the industry, welcome to come to NFT Go. We are the perfect platform for you to enter this amazing world. It's like in the early stage of the early stage, which means we have much more to explore and to build together.
Raymond, what is one wisdom that you would like to share to the community?
For now, for NFT Goes, our features is kind of comprehensive, and I hope you can come to actually try our product and also to give us any feedbacks. We also received a lot of feedbacks which actually useful, and we make them our pioneers. We really appreciate the community's support. Also, we're going to try to optimize the details of different features. And we have more exciting features like in the year 2022 and coming out. I'm sure it will be massive changes and much more useful for the users. The market is expecting this kind of features. Stay tuned.
Yeah. And then I guess one of the wisdom I want to share is that if you're an artist and you do not know what an NFT, feel free to do your research and ask questions. It's just art on the blockchain with a non-fungible token. A non-fungible token basically is unique identifier. Bitcoin is a token, but everything's the same. NFT basically is tied to something that's unique on its own. That's what it is. Go and check out NFT Go to do research. You can also just type in NFT community on Twitter. You'll see a lot of artists there. We're in the middle of an art renaissance right now. If you wanted to learn about it, it doesn't really matter how old you are. There are artists who are under 18 who has created collections of artwork, and they've been really successful. So that's what I do encourage you to do. And if you have any questions, please do feel free to find Raymond.
Yes, it's the ego to to learn and be curious of different kind of knowledges. And if you want to learn, you'll always find out the answers. I think it's not that difficult to find, but we are happy to explain more and to discuss more about the NFT worlds and to go deeper together. Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you.
So Raymond, I just want to thank you for being here to discuss NFT year in review. I think in 2021, it's the first year that it's just become that's really hot and it's really special this year. We are doing our first NFT year in review just because it's been so popular right in the middle of a renaissance. So I just wanted to thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I hope year 2022 is also going to be a bull year for all of us and more people coming in to know these amazing worlds and what's the next generation of the human society. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for your time, Raymond. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, Michelle.